Can you hear me okay, Kaylee? I thought I already added you as a moderator. What? Well, I thought I added you as a moderator. Apparently I didn't. Yeah, I'm testing this out. Waiting for about 1,000 people to come in. It's going to get rough. Hey, Stephanie. Good to see you. Thank you, Scott Furman. I appreciate that. Yeah, trying this out. I could jump on people's panels. That's a lot easier, but doing it on my own, I get nervous. And I tried to change my thumbnail. It looks a little creepy. STD, hey, man. Good to see you. STD's a really good guy. Y'all ought to check out his lives when he gets to do them. He stays busy. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, anytime I try to do anything, either my kids holler for me or my wife hollers for me, and I have to stop what I'm doing, even when I'm modding. That's good that you're still breathing. Well, I really appreciate you guys jumping in here. That's awesome. I don't have any subjects or nothing like that. Just trying it out and saying hi to people. Yeah, be like, talking on here like, oh no, my son jumped on. I didn't know he was going to be on here. Yeah, that's my son right there, Isaiah. You're welcome, STD. Hey, Blue Boat. Well, thank you. I can do Donald Duck.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Just found out we got a bobtail cat on this property, but he ran away earlier. I got pictures of him. Yeah, Isaiah, he's a really good kid. He's a junior firefighter, and he got to learn how to, I think, do trucks or something like that, or inspect fire trucks the last time. Hello, Jamie. Good to see you. But yeah, he gets to inspect. They let him use a firefighter outfit. Oh Lord, I think this neighbor that's got a big property over here, STD, is a blind horse. Hey Justin, good to see you. Apparently it had died yesterday, and my wife had just was talking to him about it when we first moved over here, and it was a blind horse. He was just letting it live its life. Stephanie's having a smoke break. I ended up shaving my head because my hair looked like freaking crazy. Hello, Felicia. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Don. Good to see you. I don't know how bright the sun is while I don't have my camera on. Because where I'm sitting in the van, the sun glares. I don't think it'll make me look too bright. Let's see. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm awful. I look ugly. Yeah, I can see the chat better when it's black. Hey, Inferno, good to see you. And usually I usually try not to cuss, but it's woo effing woo. Yep, I didn't know if the sun moved enough where my glasses wouldn't glare because trying to see the chat. Happy Martin Luther King Day to you too, Sammy. Thank you for being in here. Oh Lord, yeah, my nephew, he's sick again. He's sick a lot. They had to pull him out of the daycare. Something going on with that daycare. I'm not going to say a bunch of stuff about it because I'm not sure. I don't know why that done reviewed that. That's crazy. That's what's crazy on the other channels and stuff. You're sitting there and it goes in review. Stupid words. Yeah, I learned a lot of my moderating from, I think, Stephanie, Dawn, Karma, I think some from STD. Where I watch you all. That's what helps me. Hey, Dub Wubs, good to see ya. I'm sitting here waving over here. You can't see my hand. Here you go. I'm so entertaining right now. But yeah, there's the field right over there. I can change the camera around. Okay. There's the way over there. They got like a big field, and come to find out, apparently, the lady does $40 lessons or something like that. When we lived in Florida, um, we was friends with a lady that sings in church, and pretty much she done it for free, which was really cool because my daughter loves horses. Hello, MC. Good to see you. Desmond. Oh, he said hi to Kaylee first. Okay. I'll just wait till he says hi to me. But I put my big boy pants on. I'm just playing with you, Desmond. Yeah, nobody knows Desmond. He's from, like, the area of YouTube where they do, like, one-man band looping and all that. And he'll come in my chat or comments and say, hey, Mr. KARRY, Bren's live. And sometimes I'll see it and sometimes I don't. I saw somebody else in here. Anna, my twin. Those that don't know, Anna is that if you ever seen my shorts where the guy, his name is Henson, he accused me of being her. So I would have like C cups. That's about it. I don't go flashing people because I have decency. I think whatever I have under my shirt should be for my wife. She's a really cool person. And Stephanie's a really cool person. I've known her for a little over almost 2 years. I've got to know STD. Kaylee, me and her, we mod on a music channel. She's cool. I think you already met her. And I think Northwood Press, they're a really awesome channel. And they've been helping, I think, Grim Reaper and them, a lady named Mama Bear, prayers to her. And I think also prayers to Cliff Williams. A lot of y'all, some of y'all don't know, he's a vigilance committee. He's a guy. I did a parody for him. I only talk to Nikki when I need a favor. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Now, if I get interrupted, don't nobody get mad if I have to hit end stream, if I have to go inside or if I get a call. So I don't want nobody to be mad at me. I'm just in case. You never know. It's unpredictable here. But yeah, my kids and their friend, they put up, let's see, put up tarp around this thing. And I mean, it does pretty decent because that building up here is just muddy and stuff. It's just a muddy floor and all that, but it keeps us warm. It's better than the other place that we lived at, and we ain't gonna get no deposit from that. Even though the guy begged us to stay, like, oh, don't move. I'll lower the rent and all that after you spend that much on an electric bill. Well, I'd hope nobody be mad at me. I mean, I'm pretty. I'm sassy. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I usually would do lives like unlisted just to try them out, or because shorts only give you like 3 minutes, and here you are trying to explain stuff, and you're already only like a fourth of a way through, and the short you have to do like bunches freaking parts. Hey, Road King, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in. Desmond mentioned shirt buttons. You know that's my weakness, making me nervous. I like him shirt buttons. That's funny how that inside joke is just going crazy. And Kevin Koa, he's like, calls me Uncle KARRY. He's another one man band. He does really good music. If y'all are into music, he does really good music. I'm sitting here like I'm at a desk with my arms crossed. What's the temp? I don't even have my other phone. Uh, I don't know if it'll let me check. If I hit a button, I hope not. Let me. I don't know if I touch. Nikki told me a while back when they were teaching me how to do StreamYards, her and Muxter. They told me not to touch buttons. So am I gonna touch buttons? Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on. Let me do this. Here we go. What's the temperature? Why is it fuzzy? Well, I see. There it is. It's 32 degrees. Oh, don't pay attention to that. That says oil change. Yeah, you don't want to see. Oh, I need to turn it back around so you can see me, not my trash. Well, there's trash. Here's trash. No. But yeah, in the sun and the vein, it don't feel too bad at all. Yeah, I was on the phone with my insurance company. You get expendables, which I don't get completely free health care, but let me cover my stuff up. Yeah. I called them. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. I called them, and I'm like, it showed my card was inactive. I only get $61. It's already done gone. And I'm on there, and I'm like, let me give you my phone number if you have it. And he's like, is your number still blah, 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 blah? You know, I'm redacting. And anyway, I gave him my number, and so he goes, well, I'm going to have to transfer you. Next thing I know, my phone goes completely white with, like you call somebody. So I don't think after about 30 or 40 minutes, I don't think they're going to call me back. I may have to call them back. Oh, it's 282 where you're at. Oh, 2 degrees. I thought 2 a.m. or something. I'm like, what? Oh, Minnesota -9. I bet you I missed half of the comments. Yeah, I'm gonna make you a moderator, Inferno, because y'all made me a moderator over there. Y'all trust me with the wrench. I'm kidding. I don't do anything like that. I take it like an honor or something. South Carolina. Oh yeah. If you ever check out, I don't know if Stephanie's got to have done anything with her channel. I haven't got to check because I've got it on all notifications. And then I know Kaylee, if y'all like slime, and she does like the little miniature toys. If you're into that, she does that. I know Dubwebs is a good moderator too. I'm gonna be like one of these channels where everybody's blue. Well, you're welcome. Remember, with great power comes responsibility. That's what I thought, but I thought you might have had some stuff on there, Stephanie. But Stephanie, she's an OG mod. I know MC's an OG mod. Dubwebs. I forget who her name is, but I haven't seen her post anything. See something. It's at the top of my head, but she's awesome. But y'all won't know because I don't know. Club something. Culture, yeah. Oh, you traded your wrenches in for a steering wheel? That is nuts. Yeah, I like everybody on here is just super awesome to me, and I appreciate that y'all like me and don't try to, you know, take me out behind a barn and whip me, like that. Like, you need to behave, young man. Well, I'm 50 now. I still ain't got no AARP mail. Be safe in the house. B Say's really cool. Have you ever heard of Specs Appeal? She's really awesome. She's cool. She bakes. She don't send none to nobody. I mean, it would probably ruin coming all the way from the other side of the United States. But man, she makes some really good stuff. Thank you, Stephanie. Yep. If you want to subscribe to Culture Club USA, she's really cool. Wrench is a political nightmare. You get excited when you get mail from ARP. Well, I was wondering about, there's this commercial, US something that says that if your family's ever been in the military all the way to like your grandson or something, but I asked somebody about that, so they said it's not very good. I guess what I got, it's what I got. Medicare or something. Uh, well, they didn't have it before, but they have it now. Where now you get your prescriptions and stuff, but I still have to pay. Like my metformin is what they give you for diabetes. That's $4.90. I take fenofibrate. I guess that's for cholesterol. I take famotidine, which is Pepsid. And I take vitamin D because I got low vitamin D. Yeah, USAA. But yeah, that's nuts. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool that they got horses over here. You can see them and everything. Hey, Share Bear. Thank you for coming in. I'm trying not to be boring. I didn't know it was going to be this long, but it's kind of cool. Oh, B say you don't call Dubwebs anymore. Uh-oh. It's telling me now, it's popping up. Add a question or answer sticker. I'm not hitting no button. Any director or author you want to, okay, it disappeared. And it's got an effects thing. I'm not touching that. Nope. I know, like, I know to touch that. I know to hit the mute button. I know to do the flip. I was trying to do. I thought it would let me like copy a link and do like side by side, and but it wouldn't let me go until I sent a link to somebody, and I didn't know anybody right off that would immediately be able to do it while I had time to do it. Try a test live. You're staying in bed, sort of crabby. Doc appointment later. Yeah, send some prayers Anna's way. She has a lot going on. Yep, Chris, that's right. Nikki's right. Don't push any buttons. Killer Manila in the house. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Yeah, don't push the back button. That's what I've always done was push the back button. I almost sound like a baby. Back button. Hey, Diamond. Good to see ya. She's awesome. Me and her mod on a channel, Lucky in Kentucky, and it's not, inappropriate. It's like a homesteading channel. I just wanted to clear that up. You don't go over there and think you're getting lucky and go to Kentucky. Hey, K Far, good to see ya. Testing, testing. Yeah, like really strict restrictions. Dubweb's got the nail on the head, or however you say it. Yeah, if anybody don't know, Isaiah, that's my son. He's a junior firefighter, and he's really good, and he takes it serious, and I'm glad it's something that he enjoys doing. A lot of kids out on the streets and stuff now don't really have nothing or even know about programs like that. But it's really good. Keeps them off the street, keep keeps their mind occupied, and gets them ready for the real world. Real, re, real world. Okay, I got it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Anna's in there, Isaiah. Remember my twin? I'm going to say it wrong, but Jugalassus. Good to see you. I know I probably said it wrong. Oh, thank you for. I ain't even thinking nothing about like, subscribe, or have you liked and subscribed yet? Please do. I tried to sound like that guy that was homeless. He's like, "Hi, my name is Ted Williams, and I'm the man with the golden voice." And for years, I used to say documentary, but it's documentary, and Muckster corrected me on that. Oh, thank you for doing that, Killer Manila. I appreciate it. Killer Manila got over 500 subs, and he became monetized, I think, today. So really excited for all the ones that I know that have channels that get to be monetized, which is really cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shame on me. Anna's gonna be mad. I should have made her a moderator. Oh, Share Bear is really good. I don't care. I know y'all ain't gonna turn my channel into some like dirt bike something or all that. Yeah, Mr. Carey's a dirt bike man now. Gets his little bike and plays in the dirt. Oh, Lord. I was like, hey, Gate Smasher. See, I'm doing good. I'm not hitting wrong buttons. I'm doing a pretty good job. 26 minutes in, not hit a wrong button or anything. And I have decency. If I need to pick my nose, I just do that, wipe wherever. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. That's nasty. Yeah, some of y'all, if you ever watch my shorts, this is my thing here. That's the one I was talking about. I kind of share it because I know there's other people, a lot of people that have pain pumps and stuff like that don't really have nobody to talk to or nothing. All they got's the number to the company's line, and they're not there on the weekends. And so it's good, get together and talk about. Some people I've let's see, back in 20 moved in 2010, and then didn't go to Florida 2016. So between there, the pain management doctor gave people my number that I told them you have permission. They'd call me and they'd say, how does your pain pump work? And I'm like, well, at first it worked really good, but then you start having pain levels that jump up over the pain relief, and but I mean it just varies. It just depends on everybody's body, but stuff like that. I don't even know I turned it on. I have like 30 minutes left, but yeah, it's crazy. I've done seen like eight. I know it's over 7 neurosurgeons, and none of them at the time, even when I was fighting workers' comp, said they couldn't do nothing. They verified I was in pain and in a wheelchair, but couldn't do they couldn't do surgery. And then so I was supposed to have seen one last month, but we need to take my daughter to Shriners because of her back, her scoliosis. So, oh, you're welcome, Juggalasses. I got to go back and make sure I didn't miss anybody saying anything. Oh, better than me, laugh out loud. I just picked my nose. I like Michael White and everything, but I'm not making fun of him. I'm just saying when I watch him, he does, and I'm like, no, dude, no, no, please don't do that. I know he means well, but when I'm just being honest, that's why I'm like I have a little bit more decency. It's just if I got to do anything, get a tissue or something. But hey, Let's, thank you for coming in. Yeah, Jamie, uh, I mod with her on another channel. She's super cool. She's really nice to me, and Let's he's a really good channel. Y'all should check out. And Gate Smasher, yeah, pain in my back. Doctors don't know how, and so I just keep doing what I can after what I've been through. I'm happy to, yeah. I can't do I what I do is basically when my pain's under control, I just drive my wife to the store and I just sit there. I don't get out or nothing because the pain that I've been going through now I have added pain, but it starts in my foot like I'm stepped in nothing but ice and it climbs up and goes into my, I'm talking medically, into my groin, and it even goes into my chest and it burns. I mean, it gets cold, and then there's times it burns, goes through there, and I mean, and it's like somebody's taking a knife twisting. So they tried me on gabapentin, but they know it's not diabetic nerve pain, so that's good. But I'm I'm supposed to get a packet from the freaking neurosurgeon because my wife said they're supposed to send a packet. So I'm gonna have to reschedule with them because see if they got something. Now I could have got better, but in Florida, but that was like $50,000 surgery, and that was where a girl pulled out in front of me. I don't know if some of y'all seen that video, but a girl pulled 18-year-old pulled out in front of me and my wife in Florida in 2019, and it was bile spine, and one of the doctors that's on the billboards, them famous doctors or something. He's like, you got a 50-50 chance this surgery could work. I don't know. It started with an L, but because the attorney wouldn't approve it, and because they only carried in Florida, however much they carry, all that comes out is $50,000, and they take all that out. Well, my insurance didn't. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. Glad you're in here, but the Morgan and Morgan didn't want to fight for me because I'd already had pre-existing condition and because I had a pain pump implant. And that's what they said, and so all they got me was 11,000, and all the medical and stuff. That neurosurgeon, I think there's biospine is I think is a neurosurgeon. I just know it's biospine, but the other neurosurgeon, like, you don't want to come in here too much. Well, when you got stuff going on, I never had a neck injury in my life, and I deal with it, but the worst is my back. But I deal with the neck. But you got to have a copay everywhere you go. If I go to the ER, that's $215. So you try yourself, try to get through it. Yeah, my wife, they fought for her, but until she went to another attorney, and that attorney looked through the stuff that Morgan Morgan did, said it looked a little shady. So they took over. They got my wife the full amount, and she ended up being disabled in that accident. And Morgan and Morgan wanted their $5,000 out of that, even though my wife changed attorneys. I didn't know that even though you changed attorneys, you still have to pay the people or whatever. But that attorney didn't charge my wife much at all. Hello, Maria. If I talk too fast, I don't mean to. Indiana seems getting Medicaid here is better. I hear Indiana. So Florida, I had free medical. I didn't have no, even to a specialist. But where the landlord, we had trouble with we were neighbors with that landlord. Roy, good to see you, man. Thank you, Juggalos. But yeah, in Florida, didn't have no copays. I don't know how that happened because when we had property, that's how we were able to go to Florida, and then we rented from a guy that ended up being a slumlord, and I never knew those terms, and I didn't know that Kaylee, I didn't know that snowbirds was a term. I figured out what snowbirds was people that's what they called them, people that go to Florida during the winter. That's when I learned all those terms, snowbird and slumlord. And we lived across from the lady. Apparently she had money or something. She had bought a house, and she came over and like, if you want to rent from me, and it was $1,000 a month. It was a 1, 2, 3. We made it a 4-bedroom. The back porch, it was screened in and just put plastic around it. And it had, oh my gosh, I'd never had a garage with a screened-in garage before. That was so freaking awesome. You could sit out in your garage and not worry about mosquitoes and stuff. And had an automatic garage door opener for $1,000 a month, and that was in 2021. And she charged us that from 2021, 2022, and then 2023 she sewed it out from underneath us. And we're like, what are we supposed to do? My wife called around. You couldn't get an apartment. You can't get no instant help, or we couldn't find it to get a place. We ended up, I'm going fast forward into the story, but we ended up in a tent for 3 days when we come back to Kentucky, in a tent for 3 days and in a tool building for 2. And then finally was able to get a place over in the next the next county over. I have to put my hand in there because it's way over here. But anyway, she threatened to shut the water off, and people were like, "Why don't you do the?" Oh my gosh, I remembered it before, squatting, but we never did that. I don't know why I hit my head in front of the camera like that, but we didn't do that. But we had to call the Hernando County Sheriff's Department because they don't have a police department there in Hernando County or Spring Hill. And they's like, she can't do that. And so, I mean, we moved out by the before the time that she asked. But there was a church where my pain management was really doing good. I've never had a pain management change like that, but they gave me like, um, I don't know what it does to your channel, but I know it was. I had Dilaudid in my pain pump, and it was turned down really low. And he gave me a methadone and an oxycodone. And for the first time, I'd never climbed stairs before, but when I took that, the doctor prescribed me. I'm like, wow. And I even tried playing drums. So even though I'm not good anymore, but at least, my dream was that my kids to see me play drums again, and they got to at least see me play drums. So I was happy about that. That was my one wish, like be able to play drums one more time for them. But yeah, it felt good to climb stairs. I tried to be fit, but all that moving, I should have known better from times before. Because when you're in pain, you ask for the doctor. You may have an increase or whatever on your pain pump, and they do a small increase. And people will tell you there's a guy that's a paratrooper, in which he's a veteran. He's like 60% disabled, and he wants to keep it that way because he says he gets paid better being a nurse than he does from getting paid from the government or military or whatever. I don't know how that goes, but he's jumped out like of a helicopter or something over 150 times, and his back is messed up. But the VA does him really good. He acts like he's buddy. Him and the doctor get along fine. But there's some people that have trouble with the VA. The place that we were living before his wife ended up turning like crazy. She like trying to force us out to move her daughter in, even though you pay your rent. It don't matter if you're paying it like you're supposed to move her daughter in there. And he's an 80-year-old veteran, and he has to go all the way to Lexington just to be seen. If he gets seen at the local hospital or something, it takes him a while for the VA benefits or something to kick in, but it's a big rigmarole what he says. So they always have to go all the way, and I'm like, well, that's not cool. But I think he was like stationed in Hawaii or something. CNA has a pretty wild pain story also. Yeah, it's no joke at all. See, there was one time I thought I had a leakage in my catheter that goes into my back, and I had him turn my pump off, and the doctor's like, I'm going to prescribe you Dilaudid and Klonopins, and I'm like, why? This is in '08. I'm like, I'm not, because you're always believed that, if you're put on pain medication, you're a druggie and all that stuff. And I'm like, I told him, I said, I'm not a druggie. I don't, he says, trust me, you're going to need it. And I'm like, whatever. And so my wife got him filled. And then next thing I know, I woke up, chills. My pain was like 10 plus on a pain scale, sweating. And my wife, like, are you ready to take that medicine? When I took it, then all that subsided. But I thought he was nuts. But yeah, I tried not to be put on pain medication from the day I was injured in 1799 until March of 2003, and then April, after everything failed, that was like the only option left. And if you see my video, I'm like, my wife's like, am I going to have to push you the rest of my life, crying? And I'm, I'm, I'm only 22 years old, and down, and injured like that. So that's when uh, they put me on Dilaudid orally, and then '04, '05 they used to do it where you'd be in the hospital for a week. And for the pain pump trial, they tried morphine or something like that, and you had to stay in there for a week. And then '05 of August is when they put my pump in. My first one. I'm on my fourth one. My fifth one isn't until 2029 replacement. So I guess the battery life is a lot longer on this one. And I apologize if I'm boring anybody and stuff. I really wouldn't try to talk about any of my medical stuff, but if it helps somebody that's going through it or something, or comes across the video, then yeah, you still hurt, but you manage because you think I'm the problem. Now, what I took when I what I took them, it couldn't stop. Just a personal decision, but I don't judge. Yeah, is everybody's different. Everybody's pain is different. What people go through and everything. If people just wouldn't judge and just listen, understand, oh man, But yeah, it was drilled in my head because I wasn't in and out of hospitals, when I was younger. So it wasn't something, it was new territory for me. I just can't remember I know I signed I couldn't go back after workers' comp. I just can't remember. I thought he's not sure if I talked about it a little bit, but I don't think I talked about like anything like the numbers or nothing like that. I don't even know. I'm sure the paperwork's probably on microfiche. I just remember I couldn't go back after him. And I guess statute of limitations, the doctor that the first neurosurgeon I seen wrote in my dictation, he said, I observed, I'm going to say Mr. KARRY. Well, a lot of y'all know my last name anyway. But I observed Mr. KARRY walking normally, and I know I wasn't walking normally. And then and the workers' comp paid for that, and then a year later, $50 come out. I had to borrow it from my uncle, come out of my pocket. And that same neurosurgeon, my wife wheeled me in, and he put in there 3 times that I was legitimately in pain and that he misdiagnosed me from a year ago. And I was told, somebody said you could go after that doctor for. I just wanted to get better. And I mean, even 26 years later, I want to get better, but I got to have money to be able to get a surgery or whatever that my insurance doesn't cover. Or no, they don't take it. And then where I go, don't do it. There was a thing on the news that somebody had something worked under their eye and they was in so much pain that they exited life. That's the best way I could put it. And that's sad. I knew a friend that was hurting. He was a firefighter, and he ended up paralyzed, and he ended up exiting this world. And I hate it when people have to do that. You would think you get better help, but I think it's because people have misused and hey, California Dreaming, misused, something that's supposed to help people. Okay, well, let me finish, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. I didn't know we had dogs on this property. It looks like a mean dog, but anyway, it's the overwhelming misuse of stuff that could be used to help people. But here, let me turn this around. Your health insurance don't provide medical transportation. Mine does, but I haven't. Oh, wait a minute. That dog, okay, he was taking let me see. Oh, it let me. Okay, I didn't exit out, but yeah. Oh, they must have known they was on camera. But yeah, I've never seen them dogs before. Good thing I showed you all because y'all thought might have think I'm talking about people like, what's them dogs doing on my property? I'm sorry for blabbing. I didn't mean to blab. That I'm good on being on panel. I can sit there and shut up and just look pretty, shut my camera off and on. But yeah, it's like really different, like watching a game show. You're like, you're so stupid, man. I would have guessed an A. And then when it comes to being on there, you're like, can I buy a D? I mean, an F? No, a vowel, a vowel. I should have went out and tried to pet him. Huh. I got about 11 minutes left. It's our, I mean, it's tolerable at the moment, but it's already below my knee. It's the cold feeling. I don't know why it shifts to that, but I'm just glad it ain't diabetic nerve pain. But yeah, I went off subject earlier. I asked my primary care if they put me on gabapentin, and that's what and she tried, and I really couldn't tell a difference. So my pain doctor put me on Lyrica. He upped it to 75 milligrams. I, I'm it's really hard to tell. I just know when I tried to sweep the floor. I try to do stuff to try to help my wife because I hate, we're in her condition doing what she's doing, and it was burning real bad. It's like real fast. So I mainly just either lay in my bed or just barely move around, or I'll sit out here for a little bit. It's like my activities has like really reduced. And in my wheelchair that I had, a picture of it up, but I got it in 2018. It took an arm and a leg to get the doctor to understand I can't row myself with my arms and stuff because it causes, for some reason, it causes that injury in my low back area to shoot up. And then trying to move with your feet, it aggravates it now. I could, before this problem developed on top of my back, my low back pain. I can move around when scoot myself with my feet a little bit. I've seen people scoot around like a grocery store with their feet, but it's got to where I can't even do that. I've had like 3 or 4 power wheelchairs. I've been on it for about 2 months. I was on 50. The Lyrica is like, have you been on Lyrica? Be careful. That stuff can cause. See, I ain't even a good host. I can't even read good. Have you been on Lyrica? Be careful. That stuff can cause, and certain peeps, insane, crazy hallucinations. Been there, done that. Oh no. I don't have no hallucinations. Hey, what's up? No, ain't nobody over there. If I start talking about a big bowl of ice cream or something sitting over there and you see me drilling, that's when I'm having some hallucinate. But seriously, I hope I don't. That says pain is the world's greatest equalizer. And Juggler says, compared to Mr. Carey, my story is as exciting as watching ice melting. Hey, Sassy, thank you for coming in. Only for shirt buttons. Yeah. Hallucinations of shirt buttons. Yeah, Kathy, she's a really cool channel too. She has like some good content. Is it okay if I tell them that you're vegan? Is that okay? That you cover stuff like that and share stuff, and if not, I'll rewind the video in everybody's mind and then change it. You can give me a middle finger for one, or okay. I was gonna say you can give me a middle finger emoji, or hey, for the love of horror. They have a really great channel too. And yeah, Isaiah, that's my son. He's a wrench. You gotta watch him. Hello, Tommy. Good to see you. Good afternoon to you. Starboy the Night, good to see you. But yeah, I'll tell you, the trial period thing, um, that whole week, they never changed. They put a catheter in me. They never changed the catheter that whole week. They never bathed me that whole week. I ended up with, if some of y'all know what a spinal headache is, um, it's I think it's worse than a migraine. I ended up the last 3 days of that week laying with my head where your foot goes on the bed and where your feet goes where your head goes. And the doctors, can you hear me? Kathy says no audio. Can you hear me? Okay. Whew. Whoa, I was like, oh boy. But anyway, these doctors, it wasn't my pain doctor at the same time. Thank you, Juggalagus and Desmond. Um, they're like, well, if your head hurts worse than your back, we can go ahead and release you. I mean, they were hateful, but yeah, yeah. Everybody says they can hear me. Anybody else have no sound? Yeah, Kaylee can, Dub Wubs. Yeah, we got sound. Yeah, you might have to close like Stephanie said. Okay, Kathy. Just a Kathy problem. She stuffed a lot of pickles in her phone. She loves pickles. She goes in the channel, me and Kaylee and Izzy and Sham. If y'all ever get to meet Izzy and Sham, Kathy starts. It's an inside joke over there. She has like pickles and then she started a feet inside joke thing in the chat. And the Bryn is the YouTuber on there. He's the one man looping band. He's like, what is going on with the feet in the chat? But yeah, we have fun over there. I thought I started with shirt button. That's why some of my videos got shirt buttons because how it started was his shirt was like that, and I'm like, well, he should unbutton one more shirt button. That might get him more, subscribers. And then it turned out to be a big inside joke, like, ooh, I love shirt buttons. And one person did an AI of me, the back of me grabbing a shirt button off another one man band. His name is Kevin Koa. He's really awesome. If y'all like music. Hey, Taz, good to see you. That's how I met Taz. He's pretty cool. I know Kathy knows Taz. Kaylee knows Taz. Desmond knows Taz. For those of you, Stephanie and all them, Taz, he's a really cool guy. I'm sitting here doing this, spinning my communicator around. Don't know why. That's what that looks like. That's where you place it by the front. They thinking about that. They've been placing people's pain pumps in their back, and I've been seeing people like freaking. It's bulges out of their back, and they complain about it. And I would understand why. You can see y'all like can see the back of my back. I got to work on that. But anyway, it's like if you took. I got an idea. Put my shirt like you see where the sun is. You see like the humps into the shirt. Well, that's what it looks like under the skin. Mine, I got a dad belly, And even though I've dropped a lot of weight, because when you're in a lot of pain, you don't feel like eating. So I've lost weight. So I've got a half dad bod, I guess, and some stretch marks. You're welcome, Chris. You've always been cool to me. I appreciate you. And it don't show that, but it wobbles around. It's never flipped. Thank the Lord. I know when I had my replacement it was August 2022, which is crazy because the first one was August 2005, and then fast forward into my fourth pain pump replacement in August of 2022. It swelled up. I don't know if there was some surgeries you have air that they say you'll go around in your body, but it'll eventually come out. Well, I don't know if it went in my head or what. Nobody could figure nothing out. They had me on 2 antibiotics because the third pump replacement that I did, I had a tooth pulled the day before I had to have my pump replacement. I had a bad abscess. And then the fourth one had 2 teeth pulled, and they put me on antibiotic, and then the pain doctor already knew about the antibiotic, and he put me on an antibiotic. And if you've ever heard of thrush, none of them would listen. I'm like, I can breathe here, but it's stiff here, and try to explain it. And it took my doctor, you know, honey, don't come in my chat doing that. You don't ask that. I'm offended. Please don't come in my chat and act like that. But anyway, if somebody wrote in there, are you bi or just gay? And I'm just offended. I don't appreciate it. I'm straight as straight can be, and I got 3 kids. My husband couldn't take care of them. I'm kidding. But anyway, another review message. You buy. No, I'm not buying. I ain't got no money, dude. But anyway, thank you, Kaylee. Yeah, that was just so offensive. I mean, oh my gosh. Go on. I'm good at that anyway. But I lost track what I was saying. Oh, it was bloated up. And anyway, it took them, the doctor, he didn't believe me, my own primary care. He takes the thing and sees that I have thrush. And I'm like, well, I tried to explain it to you. So I had to take this nasty stuff. I done forgot. I'm going to probably say it wrong. Nystatin or something to that effect with an N. And it took forever for that thrush to go away. That's because of the antibiotics, they said. But I was taking them like I was supposed to. But that thrush ain't no joke. But yeah, that's another reason, I like YouTube and stuff and all that. See, with all this going on with so much, different subjects and different things and drama going on, it really keeps my mind off a lot of that stuff. Because, I have to sit there and think about it, like what's going on next. Because like nothing wrong with people being a germaphobe, but that's kind of like a germaphobe. Like my mind's kind of like, if I don't keep it occupied, you thrush, not fun. Yeah, your daughter had it before. That ain't good at all. I done forgot. Yeah, my nephew, he had ear tubes, or they had to put ear tubes in, and then ended up with, I don't want to get the story wrong. Good Lord. I know he's sick again. I just can't remember a code, or I think he's got just a code, but I can't remember so much. I do good to remember my kid stuff. Because now my daughter has scoliosis, and my son that's in here, he has apraxia, which has something to do with speech and stuff. But he's come a long way. When he was little, he could say twacta, twacta, and now he's nonstop. But I thank the Lord we can understand him because we used to couldn't understand him. We had to we thought we was going to have to teach him sign language for the rest of his life, but we can understand. Some people don't. Whether you got apraxia or not, if you can relate to talking on the phone, talk the text, and you're like, I would like a drink of water, and you can say it plain as day, and it'll say something totally different. That's what it does to him. Childbirth can't compare to the male common cold. Y'all women are being ridiculous about it. Dub wubs. Watermelon Kool-Aid is my favorite one. I'm drinking way too much of it. Oh no, drum roll. It's Sparkle. Yeah, guys, Sparkle is super cool. Yeah, she's on. She can. We've been in chat together on like music channels and stuff. Her and Kaylee, and she's just super cool and friendly. Y'all like her. Well, y'all can talk. I've talked too much. Yeah. Sure, Mr. Carey, we're talking to our phone. Oh, you're welcome. My coffee. I hope I did, a pretty good job sharing some stuff. I'm not going to go as far as tell you what kind of toilet paper I use. That's a little personal. But dollar store brand's good. Say it without saying it.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I used to argue with Donald Duck. I was like, Donald Duck, you're stupid.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
I know I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
I know I'm not.
Are you bi or gay, Donald?
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, I should have known something like that was gonna come up in the chat. I just go along with it. Are you bi or gay? Well, no, I'm not. You have these like a joke where somebody like goes into a bar or something and it's the only one for like hundreds of miles, and this bartender goes up to the guy and he goes, the guy goes, I say a Bud Ice in a bottle, and they're like, well, in order to get that, you have to tell me the name of your manhood. And he's like, so I got to tell you the name of my manhood before you serve me a drink. I know I'm telling it wrong. And he's like, yes, you got to tell me the name of your manhood before I serve it to you. And he's like, all right. He says, come here. He goes, it's Secret. And he goes, ooh, it's called Secret? Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful name. I like it. And he goes, you know what it means? No, it's strong enough for a man, made for a woman. Now may I have my beer? I know I told it totally wrong, but that's one of the jokes I remember. Before I got injured, I used to work at a sawmill, and they'll tell you all kinds of jokes, and that's the best place there to scratch your 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 area. They go around you itching. Don't even get me started on the doctor. I've told everybody, or not everybody. If I told everybody, even Trump would know it. There, I had broke my ankle in Florida, and they had to call an ambulance. I was on the ground, like, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. And so they take me to the doctor, or to the ER in Florida when we were living there. And the ER doctor he's a really sturdy guy, and they put an IV in me, and they put two something or whatever of 2 milligrams or something of Dilaudid in my vein, and they're like, we're gonna set it or something. They're setting it and everything. Hey, Carlos, good to see you. And I'm going, ow, 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 ow. I didn't mean to be loud if it got loud, but anyway, they all were finished, and I'm still going, ow, are you all finished? And they're looking at me like weird because nobody's touching me anymore, and I'm going, ow, and ow, and they're like, nobody's touching. I'm like, okay. And well, he goes in. The doctor, I think it was before that or after that. He had to know how to set it or something, but he had to tell me the results of my X-ray. He comes in to tell me the results of my X-ray. He's itching himself, and so I'm paying attention to him itching his area, and he's telling me I've got good news and bad news for you, and I'm going just looking at him scratching his junk, and he's like, you could either let it heal or no, it's broken. We know that for a fact, just to going. He said you can either let it heal regular or you can put a plate on it. And I'm just like, okay, I'll just put a plate on, just watching him because I've never had an ER doctor come in there, tell me the results of my x-rays and tell me it's good and bad news and like digging. And I asked him, I don't know why I asked him, but he told me he used to be a bouncer. So that explains it. Why, how some men are like that. I mean, I've done it before, you know, but to have a doctor do that, he should have went to the bathroom or something. I don't know if it was some kind of mental tactic, but he sure got me distracted. I'm like, why the frick are you doing that? I would have swore he had crabs or something or fleas, but he was funny. I hope y'all never had a doctor come in there tell you bad news and wedge himself or something. Hit your junk, yeah. No, thank you all for being in here. I really appreciate that y'all taking your time out to listen to me. Making my first actual like live really cool because that live I did a while back was like a test one with Muxter and Nikki. Uh, I think Ariel and Killing Time. And yeah, don't forget, Killamilla, he's got a channel too. He's got, like I said, monetized. Yeah, I said he was monetized. Yeah. Sometimes he'll get you by surprise. He goes, well, if you look at it this way, and you're like, whoa, he'll get your attention. And Kathy, she's really cool. She does Donald Duck too. And I think you do what, Mickey Mouse and the other voices on your channel. Muck is my favorite hater. The feeling is mutual. Yeah, I remember when they adopted me. Him and Finkel adopted me. No, they were really nice to me. No, they still are nice to me. Yeah, I like and listen a lot. Sneezing in her. Did I do that? I can't do him very good. I don't even think I can do Mickey Mouse. Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the Mickey Mouse Show featuring Donald.
Shut up! Oh my god!
Oh, Donald Duck sneezing? Me and my uncle used to argue.
I'm gonna kill my mama, you!
I remember when the internet come out and they had like Yahoo when it was like just birthing, and they had this duck voice talking about like freaking a towel or something. The Donald Duck was like, "Oh, that feels good" or something, and play with his volleyballs or something, and then says gives me a towel. I mean, it's kind of nasty. That was my older son taking the dogs out. But yeah, we're up on the hill. It's really nice, really cool. And it's not really loud and not a lot of people partying and stuff like that, which is cool. Hold on, what? Oh, my son wants to wave at you all. Who let the dogs out? You just happened to come out the wave and she commented, who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof. That was just perfect timing. I know she didn't mean to do that, but that was just perfect timing. As soon as you waved, that she commented that. Everybody's waving. Oh, yeah, you can see them. There's that's my adult son. You gonna wave, Logan? He's got a live where he does. What do you do on your channel? Him singings. What about her singings? Oh, hymnals. Okay. Yeah, he does hymns like your old gospel hymns, and he's self-taught himself how to play the piano. And you can actually, no, you can actually, basically, you know what he's playing. If it's Amazing Grace, if you know Amazing Grace and stuff like that. Well, he never had piano lessons. He just done it, learned it on his own. That he goes to a Mormon church and they let him play music over there, and they done a video of it, and it's pretty cool. He gets excited about it. But yeah, it just blows my mind that you can actually understand what he plays, because there for a while you could, but you know, you have to know the songs really well, but it's like gotten really better. Killer song is ringing in my head right here, right now. I don't know why. That song sticks in my head. I think Inferno, I think you got a channel too. I think I got my subscription set on all. Hey, Mary's Gigs. Hey, she does door dashing, and she's really nice, engages with everybody too on the channel. And I'm a wrench on her channel, and I try to help out when I can. So glad you're here, Mary. Thank you so much. This is actually my first doing an actual live. I've been on for like an hour and 13 minutes. I thought I was going to be on here for like 10 minutes and I'd get interrupted or something. You're welcome. Yep, that's what I thought. You go live time from time and put up vids. You're welcome. Yeah, that's why I don't understand why YouTube done what they did, but the way the names show, if you screenshot it or something like that, you just put it in there, it shows up their channel. But if you're on a channel where the chat's flying with 200 plus people, it's like screenshot. Oh, no, go back down. Oh no, trying to get them. Yeah, Kaylee. Uh, uh, trying to think. Kaylee does like the slime and stuff, Mary, and she has like the little miniature toys and stuff. That's what she does on her channel, and Kaylee Mary does door dashing and stuff. And on her live, I think a week or so ago, she found a bunch of Legos, like a lot of like some bags or plastic bag or no tubs of Legos. She like struck rich in Legos. It was super cool to see that. Hey Jenny, thank you for coming in. I wave way over here. Like this is a really like real. But yeah, she goes a lot of places in Florida, and it's super. Oh, you still have them? I figured you probably did, but I wasn't for sure. But yeah, that was super awesome to see that. Like, she put them in the car. It's like, yeah, got some Legos. Whoops, I forgot to turn my communicator off. When I turned it on, it was off. But yeah, my daughter used to do pageants a long time ago when we were doing halfway decent and didn't have unexpected situations. She was like got first place a time or two. That was super cool. But we don't do any of that anymore. But it was something that my wife always wanted to do if she had a girl. We had like she had like two miscarriages in between our middle son and our daughter. They didn't fully develop, and I didn't know that was really important or nothing like that. But I learned that a miscarriage. When you have a miscarriage, it's really serious and it's sensitive. And I'm like, after I understood more about it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. It's like, so I understand that a miscarriage is just not a miscarriage. It's like really, a lot of emotional. So yeah, I wouldn't didn't know anything about how important it's just like losing a baby or something. And I didn't. I just started putting into words that I didn't know, that it was that important. But then, as I learned more about it, it's like, it's a really serious thing, and it's sad that you tried to. Yeah, it's very traumatic. I know I took the chat to a different turn, but I wanted to share that, just some people don't know like how serious something is until it's explained to you. And you're like, okay, I see where you're coming from now. I just scratched beside my nose. I didn't pick it. That sun's making me look like I got white now. Trying to think of. Yeah, I drink my coffee just plain with black with a little bit of chewy ice in it. The little bitty ice like Sonic ice. We have we've had this chewy ice machine for probably 3 years. A lot of and our air fryer kicked the bucket. It's the one that looks like a toaster oven. It took me a minute. Yeah, you didn't understand the emotional connection the mother feels and the hormones as well with the miscarriage. I had one, a little girl, Lydia, is what I named her. Yeah, that's another thing I was saying. How you explain it right there. Oh, my other son's in here. Hey, Logan, the one that y'all see, my adult son that plays the piano. You're welcome to subscribe to him if you'd like. But yeah, it's like we don't have babies, so yeah, that explains it. It's more emotional, and then understand where they're coming from. So I feel the same way. Sorry he got. Sorry, I've got to run, Mr. Carey. Thanks again. Good to see you again, all you cool people. Well, Inferno, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was just so nervous about going on here. Like, how am I going to do this? Am I, this testing? Is it going to, anybody going to be able to hear it? Am I going to think of any good subjects? Because I'm all over the YouTube streets. You take care, Inferno. Oh, no, nervous. What you think our opinions matter. Think our opinion matters. That wubs. Kathy with pickles. You're welcome, Inferno. I'm just excited. I'm just glad y'all hanging out with me. Well, thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. And yeah, like I said, if y'all subscribe to her, y'all will. She did member drawings and stuff. It's super cool. And like I said, she always engages and there's I guess it's an inside joke where the way her seat is, it looks like it's got two. These aren't like them makes it look boobs. And they have a shirt on, and I think that's funny when they talk about it. Oh, she needs one more person to subscribe to make another emoji. Seat boob. That's mom dog thing. Yep. You're right. I remember now. And you get to see, oh, did you subscribe to her, Isaiah? Yeah, Kathy, you should see it. It's her seat. It's pretty funny. It just looks like a couple of big boobs. Thank you, Isaiah, for subscribing to her. Isaiah, come here. You should have already did that. The Juggaluggers asked Mary, would it help if I unsubscribed and subscribed again? Boot Body Cam, what up? Good to see you, sir. He is another channel that does some really awesome content, I think. And he's super awesome. He covers homesteading and he covers I think coin machines. I'm kidding. I was like all the channels that I always watched, like how they do the format, the editing, how they do, despite what the subject is being talked about. I just like to see how they do their stuff because I'm only can do that on the what little bit on a short I can't do. I guess you have to have a PC to do it. And there's Mom Dog. Good to see you. We's talking about boobs. Boobs and boots. Free the tatas. Well, let me get my goal up. No, I'm kidding. For one super chat, I'll show one tata. No. that my phone would crack. It would melt like the witch on Wizard of Oz. Or no, I think she got crunched by a house on Wizard of Oz. I shouldn't talk about movies if I don't remember them that well. I always call you Cage, but Mary says Kage, so I believe it's Kage. It's good to see you, man. That's what I always thought was Cage, and then Mary was like, "Hey, Kage," and Specs Appeal says, "Hey, Kage," and I'm like, "It's not Cage." So I apologize if I ever thought your name the wrong way. I apologize, that Kage. Uh oh. Juggalugga says, "I apologize, Mary. I didn't realize my membership had expired." Oh, you went to Kage's Live and announced your first. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow. Thank you so much. While rubbing my head for good luck. I don't know why. I'm still nervous. I just itched under my nose. There's Sham. Hey, Sham. He's another one of the mods on the channel me and Kaylee moderate. He's super, like, gets in there like a pro moderator. Y'all will like him. He's super cool. He's chill. Goza. Y'all will like Goza. He's super chill too. Wow, I was going to a button. I'm like, what the world? There we go. Yeah, so y'all can subscribe to each other if you want to, or yeah, Goza's super cool. He's got a girlfriend named Jim, and Jen and him and her are super engaged in chat and are really friendly and funny. You never know what to expect. Is that right, Goza? That's the same way with me. Never expect what's going to come out of my mouth. My wife gets on me about that. Hey, Raymond. Thank you. I just had a shower today. Well, I mean, I try to be. I get the hair off the ears, and when you're 50, you get them hairs that pop up around your ear. Oh, I know something. I used to get made fun of in school over this bump. I was born with this bump on my ear, and my mom told me it was a birthmark. I called an on and off switch, and it turned back on. But yeah, I had a kid in school actually grab me and had I don't know if I can say the word, whatever, a very sharp object, and was going to try to cut it off. You have a great day too. But yeah, I was made fun of that, but I think my oldest son, he has little bitty ones, and the only person in my family I know that has anything like that was my great aunt. Had a bump on her ear, but I've not seen a bump on anybody else's ear. So I don't know. It's like too big for a skin tag or whatever, I guess you'd call it. I know they took pictures of it, and you may find it in a medical book. Um, Back in 2001, uh, no, not 2001, when they was diagnosing my oldest son at the time. No, it's like, I think '06, '07, probably '07 or '08. Don't hold me to it. I know he was old enough that the University of Kentucky drew blood from me and my wife. Is his belly button. And they were able to determine that the autistic gene come from my wife, um, through a freaking just taking her blood, and I guess they do like DNA or something to be able to determine that, and so apparently her family carries that gene for autism, and apparently it didn't show up in mine, and they diagnosed my oldest son with Angelman syndrome, um, chromosome deficiency, X chromosome deficiency, which I looked it up. It's a weird definition. I still don't understand that, but that's what they, diagnosed him with, Angelman, and then Asperger's, which I think they go by, I forget what they go by now instead of Asperger's. I used to say Asperger's, but Asperger's. And ADHD, and he's high functioning autistic. Sham Carrie's favorite button is belly buttons. Shirt buttons. Belly buttons have lint in them. Ugh. Heard somebody yell in the house. Brother pronounced Asperger's. That's what I used to call it. Yes, we diagnosed you with Asperger's. We're sorry to tell you this. I need to find a napkin to wipe my mouth because I don't want to wipe it on my shirt. I don't know why. It's obviously we don't carry napkins in here. It's supposed to be ASPER GERS, I think. I'm having to pronounce it. And then there was a video I did with Nikki, like share your story. We talked about a lot about my oldest son, like taking care of him and things like that. You know what it's like having an autistic son. Let me clear my throat real quick. There we go. I didn't want to make no sounds in there. I notice in some of my videos I'll have some slobber go up and down through here, and I'm like, I don't want to take that video down and redo it. I can't believe I have that. I guess it's just normal. Like a Saint Bernard, I just wipe it off my hand and just wash them when I'm done. The only time a doctor is sorry to tell you a diagnosis is when they have no reason to sell you more drugs. Yeah, one of the doctors thinking about that. When was before my fight with workers' comp, I come in there, my wife rolls me in, and the dude's having me smell coffee, different types of coffee, and then pecked on my knees with a hammer, which one leg moved some, but All right, Isaiah, take care. We'll see you later. Pecked on your knee. One knee would move, but the other knee wouldn't move all that much. They're like, loosen up, loosen up. And I'm like, I'm loose. Yep, paying bills. This is so fun. Buttons rule, Mr. Carey drools. I'm hiding it, hiding the drool. I got this down. That sun's starting to get brighter. Or coming down. The sun's coming down. We're supposed to get a snowstorm next week, apparently, Saturday. That's what the weather says. We supposed to got 1 to 2 inches Friday. Didn't get it. Yeah, my talking about my oldest son, he also likes doing the weather. When we got like bad weather coming, he'll see this velocity or whatever, the green and the reds or something like, yeah, you can see there's where this tornado is. I mean, he goes crazy when the weather comes around. He's bringing up the weather app, the weather radio. Hi. Oh, did you? I'm live with people, with friends. Okay. That was my daughter. She said I took a nap, and now she has to go to the bathroom. Okay. That was quite a weird encounter. I took a nap. Okay. Yeah, my son, they put the bed, we put his bed, or no, he put his bed together, and it didn't have no support in the middle, so he had to sleep sideways in it. Well, his, I guess it would be my uncle-in-law, he went with him and they got a plyboard and put a plyboard down on top of the wood, and now the bed lays straight, so now he can lay on his bed like a regular person now. Was going to use these boards. The reason I was bringing that up because I seen these boards and boards right there. Excuse me. We do clean our windows. It's just because it snowed and rained. But yeah, the boards there was going to lay him long ways on the board. I mean on the bed. But luckily he had his uncle. That would be his great uncle. Happened to have a plywood, and they measured it and they cut it and they brought it in, and now like I said, his bed lays like a regular bed because it didn't have the box spring. We didn't have a box spring. Sat in the car and anxiety, breathing. Nebulizer, headache, going to doctor to clear lungs. Oh, you're going to the doctor now? You have snow there, Kathy? Let me turn the camera off because I can see the chat better. Oh, I can see a lot better now. I apologize. I turned it off so I can see the chat. Oh, soon. Oh, man. Well, I hope. I mean, it does clear it up, don't it? Taz. I know my son has asthma, and thinking about that, they won't. I don't understand it. My kid has medicine or whatever that he needs to take during lunch, and they don't let kids take medicine during lunch. They have to take their morning med, and they have to have a thing to be able to have their nebulizer, not nebulizer, their thing for asthma. You just got over the flu. Dang. That makes sense. Yeah, well, he had Ventolin. He has Ventolin, I believe. But you have a rescue inhaler, right? Or you're just telling me a rescue inhaler? Okay. This, I'm going to say a quick prayer for you silently, real quick. Just said a quick prayer and I sent it your way, man. I hope it helps you feel better. I try to be the person that, if you say, hey, man, I'll say a prayer for you, I try to do it right then and there so I don't forget. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you all for being here and getting to know each other. That's really cool. Yep. Yeah, I'm also learning the abbreviations. I know, right? IKR. Yeah, I didn't know what GTSY was there for a while. And it's good to see you. Now the sun's come down enough where my shirt is, I can see the chat a little better now. Yeah, I couldn't even see the chat just a while ago. You're welcome, Letso. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I think you're super awesome, man, and thank you for allowing your time. I appreciate it. Oh, when you do it, it means great. Well, yeah, that makes sense. When I say good to GTSY, it means great to see you. Because I always knew what LMAFO was. Because that's used a lot in a lot of chats. Hey, Secret Courtship. Hey, what AI app do you use for your video? Um, on your YouTube, when like when you go to post, the plus sign that's there, you go to the short, and it's going to be. I'm going to sit here and try to explain it like you're sitting next to me. But on the top, you got your line up here where you got like 15 seconds, if you know what I'm talking about. See, Mr. Carey, lots of people care about you. Really good first live turnout. It is. I appreciate it. When you go to 15 seconds, you can go to 3 minutes. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, trying to think. Let me flip it around. I'm going to do it like you're looking at your screen. On this corner here, there should be a star around here, and then your bars up here, and then you got I think your X's. Yeah, your X's right here. Well, over here should be like a different color, like a star here, and you click on it, and it'll give you like go back. Create like video, make your photo move, make me move, where some of it's like the dancing part. That's what I use now. I tried to put something like on an AI, like somebody bending over, don't drop the soap. Like, for example, some things it'll let you do and some things it won't let you do. So if you do something like, like the cops are chasing me, like one of my videos that let me do that. Whatever I got put out there, it let me do. I hope that helped, explained it. But yeah, that's not the YouTube thing that I use. I use the YouTube. But it won't let me do it on lives, and unless I tried to do that and it told me on the thing it has to be like a minute or longer, so I haven't tried to do like this and then go straight to doing that. You're welcome. Absolutely. Pink button club. Yeah, it does look like a pink button with a star in it. I know you're probably talking about something else, but yeah, that's what it looks like. But that's the only way I could explain it. Like you're looking at your screen, and because that's the way it looks to me facing, like it's just right here. Now, if it just shows 15 seconds, like the little button there, then you should be able to go down to where your, let me do this, where your pictures are here. Where's my finger? There it is. Where you go here to click your photos, and then it brings up like your photo thing. You go through down, up and down through here, like your videos and stuff. And it should say create video on this side, and then search YouTube something. But you're welcome. Absolutely. I don't mind to help if I can help you. If you can, you'll have fun with it, playing around with it and stuff. I didn't know I even had it there for a while. I was like, this thing has an AI thing. And then sometimes if you do too much where it says it can't create that, then sometimes I have to restart my whole phone, and then that emblem will come up back in the corner of that screen up there. Oh, okay. Nice. But yeah, it lets you even got options. It'll have pictures where you can do dance. It does a karate. And then you can type your own stuff, like create your own. And it'll give you examples like you're a superhero stopping world destruction. And you can use your face or use somebody else's face. But I make sure I mark, I try to make sure I mark the thing like AI or something if I use people's faces, just being silly and playing around or making light of something, but not, going overboard on the way on my end. I don't have an iPhone. I just have an Android. Let me turn my camera off. Yeah, Juggalos. Juggalos says I have an Android. I had to make my screen black for a minute to see. I see the J way over here. One is a dinosaur chasing me. Yep. Has like a 2026 or something. Or you could change it to like, say like, a teddy bear's chasing you, and you'll do a teddy bear, which that would be crazy. My foot won't pop. Yeah, Kaylee, Secret is a really cool person. She has she goes on panel and has a channel too, I believe. You can check out her stuff. It's pretty awesome. It is super fun. Now, it gets aggravating if, like, when you try to even do something simple, you're not doing nothing mean or nothing. It'll make you want to pull your hair out sometimes, but hopefully it does better with you. But sometimes I run into that, like, can't create this, try again. And yeah, Kaylee, she does courtship. She does like the slime, and then she does, I can't think of but the little miniature toys and stuff. And sometimes you do giveaways every once in a while, don't you, Kaylee? Yeah, I did that because there was a video of Jeff A. He's like, I know I'm trying to put it, he says the other word, but banging or something. I'm like, That would be a good AI. Or don't tell Jeffy. Shh. And Finkel says, "I'm gonna have to talk to you, Mr. Carey." I know he was joking with me, but I was just doing it for fun. But I didn't dream it would turn out as good as it did. Oh, yep, every 100 new subs, okay. Thank you, Secret. I appreciate it. Oh, the mini versus mini brands. That's what she does, Secret Courtship. Yeah, if you want, yeah, Kaylee, you can post your channel because if I should be able to have live replay. So if anybody watches this later, they can just click on it because it'll be clickable then. I just wish they could do it vertically. Yeah, I've met a lot of people on like music and all that stuff, and made friends with a lot of great people. And I'm glad you all are getting to meet each other and stuff, which is super cool. Now I don't think I'm on StreamYards. I think I'm on YouTube. I think live vertically. I think it is. I don't see the emblem. But when I did StreamYards on my wife's laptop, which it's put up, it never did show that I used anything on my Streamlabs or not Streamlabs, StreamYards. It shows like how many hours of lives or something you can do or something like that when I first started, and it didn't even show up on there. It showed it the YouTube part. If some of y'all will understand what I'm talking about, even if I don't. Oh, you got to go, Kathy. Let me turn the screen black again so I can see. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Great stream. Got to go now. Later, taters. Remember, one pickle a day keeps the doctor away. I mean, I love the sun, but it sucks when it glares a certain way. But it's just really cool. A lot of the YouTubers and stuff. Kaylee knows how they do such cool things and stuff. Despite what the subject is how they do the editing and how to do the cut-ins and stuff and all of that. It's like that's what I like, watching and stuff. And I try to be supportive of every channel, whether some like me or some don't. I still try to be supportive and hit that like button. And the song hit me in the head, or not in the head, but just hit my thought process. It's like I want to be loved like that by Diamond Rio, I believe. I want to be loved like that. Oh, you're good, Mary. I meant sorry about you having to pay bills, but I'm glad you're listening. That's the bad part, paying the bills. I love you too, Mary. I love everybody here. Yeah, I know, right? Kaylee, there's so much I want to learn as well. Yeah, because I'm hoping that if something changes, like in Medicare or something, that they can do certain types of surgeries, I'm going to go for it. And if some places that can do something don't take your insurance, so that puts people in a bind there. Like a $50,000 freaking surgery, huh? I have to be talking to a lot of Walmart people for that. Yes, are you the owner of Walmart? Yeah, I've got the be like they hang up on me, I guess. So I can't do that. But yeah, I'm still fighting 26 years of this, and I'm still trying to fight for my wife and kids. trying to stay here on this earth so I can walk my kids down the aisle, walk my daughter down the aisle when she turns 40. That's when she should be getting married. It won't happen that way. I just hope she wants to go to college, which is good. I'm happy for that. I just want them to be able to be financially stable, that they don't have to go through all this. They can have their own place and be financially stable. And I hope the world holds together that long. We all do hope the world can just hold on. We didn't have school today, and I hear a bus running. Or no, that's the trash truck, I bet. Jugalassa says, I renewed my membership, Mary. Nice. You're trying to get monetized too, aren't you, Kaylee? I believe. Yeah, whenever you can, whether you like anybody or not, you try to support each other. And I think when you support each other or show kindness, and I mean, some people might have a sour taste in their mouth, but in the end, I would think, kindness and stuff prevails. I would think we're not perfect. If we was perfect, I'd have a body of a stripper. I mean, a model, a muscle guy. Oh, talking about AI. I don't know what that was, but oh, I didn't want to hit the X button. I'm just checking my notifications if it'll let me. Okay, it let me. I'm just not going to. I'm going to hit clear because there's nothing there. Okay. I tried to get AI to create my injury, how I got injured, and I should have posted them. They were funny. It was nothing near what I was trying to show. Because I was trying to show people, this is, how I got hurt. I told I said there's one guy on the end of a metal conveyor with metal rollers, about 6 feet long, 6 to 7. It's like books and stuff is inside of Amazon distribution center. And oh, hold on, let me. Oh, thank you, Douglas, for sharing her channel. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. She's awesome too. Mary rocks, and the seat rocks too. And it had me in the center of a freaking conveyor and just plopped down. And I'm like, that's nothing, because I tried like 3 or 4 times. Had me in a woodworking shop, and it wasn't a woodwork. And so I gave up. But yeah, the only way I could I mean, I can't repeat it, no way in the world. But yeah, how I got hurt. Oh, you're my pleasure. Oh, cool. Yeah, I appreciate you doing it, Jiggle Asses. Um, this was a temp job, so people was like, "Oh, Amazon response." No, the temp job that Amazon hired, I'm explaining it first, is when they hire somebody to do something, they have to carry workers' comp insurance. So if you get hurt on working on like equipment and stuff inside there that you're building for them, it's that company that they hired, their responsibility. So it was a temporary job, and see, I wasn't a couch potato. I worked all the way up until I was injured, and this big metal conveyor was in the middle of the floor that there was going to be put there, and it needed to be moved because we were putting down the wood flooring on top of the metal. It's called a module. They had like 4 or 5 levels, and they had like little rollers, like just say this is like a square piece of angle iron or something with like little rollers inside of angle iron or something. And then the big conveyor is the one that how I got hurt is, I told him, I said, we need to move this conveyor. And I asked him 2 or 3 times, we need to move this. I'm trying to put my straw back in there. But anyway, he just let go. And so automatically my hands, they just grip. And I'm no muscle man, apparently. I found that out. It yanked me forward like if you were touching your toes, in a touching your toe contest, but you're past your toleration. Like some people can't go as far as their knees. Well, I went way past that and all the way down and finally let go, but the damage is already done. It was like had a pop, a pull, then the pop in my low back, and then I dropped to my knees, and then I ended up going by private vehicle because I didn't know, I didn't have no insurance or nothing at that time, to get an ambulance. I always believed, and it sounds stupid, but I always believed that you're supposed to pay the ambulance right then and there before they take you to the hospital. So I ended up going by a private vehicle, and then they did x-rays, and then they took me to the doctor. That's the way the hospital is in Taylor County in Campbellsville, Kentucky. And they tried like steroid shots and stuff that worked for a little bit, physical therapy, and then it quit working. But yeah, I had a myelogram where they put dye in you. When they done that to me, it felt like concrete blocks was tied to my legs. It was an awful feeling. And then chiropractic manipulation, thought that was going to work. It was only temporary, and it quit helping. And then during the times some like steroid shots did help, I tried like 3 or 4 times to go back to work after that happened, and the pain just was overwhelming that I ended up in using a wheelchair in December of '99. Hey, Anthony. Hi, Mr. KARRY, jumping on my subscribed lives and saying hello to as many as I can. Laugh out loud. Hello. Hello to you, man. Thank you so much. I got to put this on to see. Okay, that's Juggalass's last comment. Okay. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. Chihuahua. Chihuahua, yeah. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot. It really does. It means a whole lot that y'all have come on here and join me, and some of y'all might not have been on there too much, and I tried to, and y'all have just said nothing but nice words to me, and it means a lot, and I definitely appreciate it. I don't want to cry or nothing. I'm going to try to not do that. I might stay on here a few more minutes. It's already 2 hours and 3 minutes. So I might stay maybe another 5 or 10 minutes because I know everybody's got stuff to do too. And I think. Oh, she's about to come out? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, my wife's getting ready to come out, so I'm probably going to go ahead and end this and say my goodbyes. I thought I'd be on just a little bit longer, but I appreciate everybody that's come in here. Killa, Stephanie Jinx, Juggalasses, Anthony, Kaylee. I got to turn this off just to see. Taz, Secret Courtship, Kathy, Sham. I'm scrolling through looking, and if I missed any Dub Wubs and my son and stuff, I really appreciated you all coming out. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and... Good to see you, Ashley. Thank you for being here. And I will see you all later. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all take care.